Grab your mug, guys. We are talking about menopause, and we're actually talking about the workouts you need to avoid to lose the menopausal weight gain. This is not coffee. This is also not matcha. This is actually broth I'm sipping on. So don't be alarmed. I'm not drinking coffee at 5:40. But we're going through this, guys. We are talking all things, what workouts you need to avoid, like the plague, and I say that kind of in a funny way, for menopausal weight loss. I have tons of new followers, and a bunch of you guys probably don't know this. I have taught hundreds. When I say hundreds, I mean hundreds. Hundreds of sweaty workout classes. That used to be what I did in my coaching career. And it was hard because I could see why a lot of women 50 and up were really struggling with the weight loss. Really struggling with the weight loss. Because, and I'm not going to lie, for me, for a long time, I always looked at the more I sweat is equal to how much weight I'm going to lose. Raise your hand if you were like that. Like, you can give me a little wave, or you can be like, yep, that was me. I remember just looking at, okay, how many calories am I burning? Okay, like, how much am I going to lose? Okay, how much do I need to sweat to take off X amount of pounds, X amount of days? What do I need to do? We get stuck in this, especially as women, that we have to work harder to do that. But I'm here to tell you that is not going to help with menopausal belly fat, with menopausal weight loss. Just pushing harder, just doing more sweaty classes is working a lot harder. In 2026, if we're going to be doing one thing like all my menopausal clients are doing, we are working smarter. We're not working harder. I don't particularly love. Now, if you're doing HIIT workout classes or sweaty workout class and you love it, you love the community, you love seeing your girlfriends, this is the first thing you've ever done, and now you're hearing, oh my God, avoid this like the plague. I just want you to know, from me to you, from friend to friend here, we don't stop doing that. I always say, whatever gets you in the door is a really good first step. So don't stop doing them because I told you this. Just keep in mind, there's other things that we can do. And this is kind of like the gateway into you learning more about things that are really going to help you lose the menopausal belly fat. So don't stop them, but just keep listening. So I'm not a huge fan of these for menopausal weight loss because, number one, the more we sweat does not mean anything. Some people just have an easier time with sweating, unlike myself, that it's a little bit harder for me to sweat. So sweat does not mean your workout was better. If you didn't sweat, it doesn't mean it wasn't a good enough workout. Take that out of your head. It doesn't mean that. Two, when we're looking at these classes, you're doing a lot of movements. You're doing a lot of movements. A lot. Instead of focusing on a couple movements and getting good at those movements. We are able to build muscle when we learn how to do a movement correctly. And for a lot of the women that I coach who are menopausal 50 and up, doing a bunch of movements can lead to things like an injury because we don't know how to squat properly. We don't know how to do a push-up properly. We don't know how to move the weight overhead properly or whatever it is. And when we're trying to keep up in a sweaty workout class doing a bunch of different movements, it's hard to do the movement in its entirety. I was just training one of my clients today, and we were talking about why it's important to do the movement slow. And think about it. If you were doing a push-up, okay? I'm sitting on the side here, a push-up. And we're doing a push-up, and we're only bending our arms this much, right? Because we're trying to do all the reps, ready? What is going to help you build more muscle in your arms? Doing this or coming all the way down? That big range of movement there. When I was coaching hundreds, probably over 1,000 classes, a lot of women are trying to do so many movements, get so many reps in. You're not getting a full rep in because you're trying to beat the buzzer. You're trying to get 20 reps in 30 seconds, right? Versus let's focus on the movement. So we're making ourselves more tired than we need to be because we're doing so much movement and trying to keep up. We're most likely not doing the movements right anyway. We're most likely just kind of going back and forth and like doing a bunch of different things and it's not really working. right? We're just getting sweaty, right? And then we have the extra, like I said, extra tiredness, the extra exertion on our body. We might already have a lot of stress. We might be dealing with other things that in our health that like having this extra like, oh my God, and I can't recover and I'm sore for days on end after. That might be coming up next after going through those classes. That is why I'm not a huge fan of these for burning the menopausal belly fat. If we're already tired, dealing with other health things, trying to learn how to do a million movements, might be getting injured, right? Not focus on doing the movement correctly, that's not going to help us with burning menopausal belly fat. So this is exactly what I have my clients do to do less with their workouts, but get a much better result. And that result being they're losing the menopausal weight gain, the menopausal belly fat is disappearing, they're able to stay consistent, and they're enjoying what they're doing. So what are we doing? 1, we are not doing 100 million movements. We're doing a few movements. We're getting good at them. We're getting really good at them. That doesn't mean we have to lift heavy. A lot of my clients lift at home. They don't even have equipment. We just do body weight stuff. Okay? It doesn't mean we have to do 1,000,000 reps. Like I said, we're not. We're getting good at the movement. We're progressing. Okay? We're learning how to do the movement correctly. We're really taking time to learn how to do the movement correctly. That is what helps you gain the muscle so you're able to burn the fat, doing the movement correctly. And 3, we're not, like I said, we're not putting all this intensity on your body. We're able to wake up the next day and be like, oh, I feel really good. Oh, I don't feel like I was hit by a bus. Oh, I can sit down on the toilet and not be in pain. That is what we are doing. Exactly those steps. We're doing a few movements at a time. We're getting really good at those movements. And we're practicing building that intensity over time. We're building muscle to burn the belly fat, not just burn some calories in that moment, in that millisecond that we're in that class, and then we're burned out the next day. If those are the type of workouts you want, just message me or comment push. I will send you 10 days of workouts you can do right from your home. You can do them in the kitchen. You don't even need equipment. Message me push and I will send those right to you. Again, I want to just preface this. It's not that you have to never do those kinds of workouts, but if those are the workouts you've been doing, they're not going to get you the consistent, sustainable weight loss that you most likely are looking for. You can sweat more, but as we age, our metabolism is slowing down if we're not building muscle, especially if we're not focused on, bone density is important. I've done a different live about that. You can go back to watch that one. But if you want the workouts that are going to truly help you lose the menopausal belly fat and build the muscle that you need so you're not having to burn so many calories every freaking workout, message me push and I will send them right to you. If you have questions about it, feel free to drop them below. But every Monday, I'm going live on different things on menopause, weight loss, all the stuff. So if there's ever something you want me to cover, feel free to drop it below too. And I will talk to you guys next week.